Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Gungurubhyo Namaha. Om Saraswatyai Namaha. Anandam Prasannam Jnanaswarupam Nijabodhayuktam Yogindramidhyam Bhavarogavidyam Srimad Gurum Nityamaham Smarami. Om. Gurudev used to say, obedience is better than reverence. For reverence shown to the Guru is an outer act, whereas obeying the Guru is reverence for his teachings, for what he stood for, what he worked for, what he wanted to give us as his supreme wealth. That is the wisdom heritage. When we say Vande Guru Paramparam, salute the lineage of the masters, we must be fully aware that it is a perpetual, a perennial way of fulfilling Guru's will in and through thought, word and action, and make our life an following and remembrance of his wisdom teachings, of all that he stood for. Obedience is paying perpetual reverence to that which in fact is in essence. Therefore, it is a higher kind of worship to live in accordance with his teachings, to follow the path that he pointed out for us, and make our life go in the direction he wanted our life to go, towards the goal supreme. We perpetually bow to our beloved Guru by trying to live in the manner in which he wished our life to be lived, divinely, nobly, in a sublime manner. The supreme will of God, his plan for us, he has expressed through the universal teachings of the scriptures and through saints, messengers and prophets. He is pleased by one who fulfills his will. He is not pleased if our reverence is only through lips, but we go our way so far as action is concerned. If we go our way, we cannot attain him by merely chanting, "You are my mother, you are my father, O Lord, you are my all in all." We will walk in darkness because his will constitutes the light. The divine wisdom teachings of the scriptures and the saints and sages whom God sent from time to time constitute light. They are revelation of God's will for man on earth. Therefore, if we do not follow those teachings, then we are walking in darkness. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a manual of path that leads to God, but God doesn't force us to obey him. He says, "I have given you these teachings wishing your highest welfare. Now it is up to you to obey or disobey. Jathet tatha kuru." And he says, "He who carries out my will attains the supreme." Obedience constitutes, therefore, wisdom, because it means putting ourselves in harmony with God's will, with the cosmic law and order, and not going contrary to it. Our beloved and worshipful Gurudev Sri Swami Shivananda Maharaj says, at the end of each day before you go to bed, introspect, think deeply, go within, search, do self-examination, keep a spiritual diary, keep a self-correction register. Uddharedatmanatmanam. Each one must uplift oneself by one's own self. You have to make effort and correct yourself. At the end of his 20 important spiritual instructions, Gurudev says, this is the essence of all spiritual sadhanas. This will lead you to moksha. All these niyamas or spiritual canons must be rigidly observed. You must not give leniency to the mind. If we do not observe Gurudev's instructions strictly and rigidly, and if we find that no spiritual progress is being made, then who is to be blamed? We need not blame ourselves, for we are blameless because we are Atman. We must blame our disobedience, blame our sins of omission and commission, and then stop blaming them and start correcting them. Without a cause, we won't have an effect. We should find out. First of all, we should look at our own life. Arise and follow me. Are we following the great ones? Today is the right day, the right time to tell Gurudev, yes, Holy Master, I shall obey you. I shall strictly follow your spiritual instructions and teachings. I will do all that is necessary to be done. Thus, I will be a good disciple, a true sadhaka, and then I shall rejoice and rejoice. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.